Good morning, everyone. I must appreciate the HR background for this opportunity and even leading the class and all my wonderful colleagues. Thank you so very much. And just like HR said, I believe we have a wonderful weekend, and here we are more refreshed and very good that our colleagues that are still on their way coming will meet us in the faith of Jesus. Yeah, so very quick one, I will quickly dive into the topic of the day because it's very, very important for us to keep ourselves abreast of what is happening around us in your field, in your area of specialty, and we need to be versatile, not necessarily because maybe you are not a tech guy or you are not in the legal department, you are not in the customer department, so it doesn't mean you are not in the media, it doesn't mean to know what is happening around you. So currently, Barrister Stephanie, very quickly, I would like you to maybe quickly tell us what is trending in your field, some kind of issues around. Can you share with us what is currently happening?
Because we have a meeting by 12. So you have 20 minutes.
20 minutes. All right, thank you.
So by 15, after 10.
All right, can you just tell us?
Okay, when you say what is trending, I normally want.
Okay, there are some kind of issues online. I don't know if you are aware of one lawyer, Amy Farrell. Yeah, so he has been, I think, remanded or arrested. So are you are not aware? All right. So well, yeah, that's what I really want to feel. I'm not a legal guy, but I keep myself abreast in even local information, local news and international news. Very, very important. So I want to say that. Sorry, Richard. Sorry. I like, you can see what is on the screen currently. That's cybersecurity. And if you look at this image, I like using this image in all my presentations a lot because you cut across everything that has to do with security. From your devices, when I talk about devices, I'm mentioning anything that can receive information, store information, and do what and output that information. As you can see, we have the computer, we have payment security, surveillance, CCTV cameras, and the likes. So now, this is what we are going to uncover, uncovering cybersecurity threats. So I just come up with this little content, introduction, categories of cybersecurity, type of cybersecurity. The area I'll be dwelling a little bit more is on hacking and phishing, then phishing mail and phishing mails uncovered. This is where we have the practical aspect of it, and finally safety tips. So the slides are just 8 slides. That is the area, the only slide I'm going to talk about. So now, move to our next slide. So introduction, cybersecurity is a process that is designed to protect network and devices from what? From external threats. So when we are talking about cybersecurity, we are not only considering external factors, we are not considering external threat actors. We are always looking also within internal threats, because these are people, you know, that can easily hack us, that can easily expose us to external threat actors. Reason being that, we are staff, we have connectivity to all our devices. Believe you me, if I want to query all our devices, I can quickly do that. Can access any folder on the network, any devices on the network. So that makes us more vulnerable, because that is why when there is an attack, we start within. We start in-house first before moving out externally. Because it is true that aspect that anybody, just like back then at your philosophy, there are staff that actually give our assets out. So same thing can happen here. Before any external body can gain access into our network infrastructure, into our devices, it must definitely come from us due to what? Vulnerability. Now, businesses typically employ cybersecurity professionals to protect confidential information, maintain employee productivity, and enhance customer confidence in product and services. This is what we do. We are customer oriented. What we do here, we do what? Information, people, businesses, people, biodata, anything trust me, believe you me, those of us that are in the capturing area, we know we have all this information, everything about an individual, our customers, our clients. We have their information in total. We have their addresses, we have their everything, their next of kin, their phone number, their emails, everything, their bank account, their bank account number. We have all those in our disposal. And you know what that means? If anything happens and it goes out there and it's somebody, maybe someone else is actually targeting to do something with, he can lay down and go, okay, I have this person's next of kin, I have every information about this, I know where he lives, I cannot easily launch an attack, or I can easily send people to this person area or where he resides. So it is very, very important for us to keep ourselves abreast of all these things, to know how important information is. Now, categories of cybersecurity. Just like I said, I won't be dwelling more on this. We can categorize cybersecurity in two ways: the computer as a target and the computer as a weapon. Now, computer as a target, we all use computers. Anything that can solve, regardless of your device or your smartphone, is a computer. Even a chip is a computer, because anything that can store information, that can receive information, store information, and output it is a device, it's a computer. So you can do anything with it in whichever way you want. So now, computer as a target, using a computer to attack another computer. Example, hacking, virus, attacks, DOS, and attack. So I'll quickly explain this into these few terms. Now, viruses, we know viruses attack our own firewall. What they do is that they replicate themselves. That is why when I use a flash on your system, and that flash is infected with virus, if I plug it into my own system, it will affect my own system. And anybody, it will not just only go beyond exchanging files, it will also go over the network. But anybody that is connected, all the systems connected to that network will also be infected with that virus. So now, DDoS, that is distributed denial of service. So this is what we call it, that is an expansion of DDoS. That is having a group of people, a group of threat actors coming together to attack a particular company. It only happens when what maybe a competitor, just like, okay, we are into real estate, other real estate, they are, oh, Zeros is doing great, they are doing well. They're always there. Okay, what are they doing? We need to attack them. They decided, okay, to launch an attack, gather a group of threat actors, hackers. Okay, what do they do? Okay, we need to access their server. They keep bombarding our server, flooding our server with unnecessary information, and as such, our server will go down. And before you know it, everything is down, and we cannot be able to do anything. That service that server offers to us and our client, when our client tries to log in to connect it, they will be seeing error 404, different kind of error. They keep wondering what is going on before we can easily or be able to recover a lot has gone on. So many things might have gone on, and so many of our clients have been looking at, oh, it's like I need to start redirecting some of my investment, and I believe that will not be the case, because we are always on the tool, always on my tool, making sure that I'm watching out for all these vulnerabilities. So now, just like I said, DOS is just a miniature of DDoS attack. Now, the computer as a weapon. Using computer to commit real life, real world crime, example, credit card fraud, identity theft, and Yahoo should be easily known in Nigeria. So now, we are using computer. Remember, we have used computer as a target. Your computer now, your device is now the target that threat actors are providing with information, unnecessary information. Now, you are now using the computer as a weapon. What are they using? The threat actors, what they are using is what? It's a computer. They are now using it as a weapon. That is what they are using to weaponize your organization. But that's what they are using to get everything about you, to know your information, your biodata, so that they can easily inform you. That is why I keep telling people, when you are surfing the internet, a lot of people they are so careless, so to speak. They are so careless when they are on the internet. They don't know that the internet doesn't forget. There are a lot of things, regardless for the fact that, oh, you have not been. So many people, they just keep cookies. I have said it times without number. A lot of people, even on our network, I don't enable cookies. Why? Because I don't want any information to be stored on our router. Because when such is being done, threat actors have that possibility, because, oh, I have visited this site. What cookies does is that any area, any site you have visited, they keep your information. When you visit a particular site, maybe you use your credit card on that site, they keep your information. That is why once you go back to that site again, you discover when you try to type your full name, they are just bringing your full name completely. You just click, because they have stored your details. So personally, what I do, if sites work, I don't click on cookies. Sometimes you find it difficult, you cannot be able to do anything without clicking on cookies. I manipulate them. I make sure that I force them that I won't use your cookies. So very, very important. Types of cyber crimes. So just like I said earlier, I'll be talking much on this other one, but the area that we'll be focusing on is hacking and phishing. Now we have hacking, we have phishing, we have denial of service. I've explained that, spyware and hardware. Let me just talk on this spyware. Spyware is just like these are malwares. When I say malware, we are talking about malicious ways. Malware, they spy on you. They look at what you like, the areas, things you do, decide to visit, they spy on and start telling you your information. Then hardware. Hardware, what they do is that you see, maybe you go to a particular site, you want to download a particular maybe document, and you saw the write-up, you are very okay with that write-up, you wanted to download it. And so that they give you option to click on something so that you can be able to get that. If you click on that something, is an hardware. There is something inherent. There's something behind. You don't know. We call that photography. There's some, they quoted that thing already for you to say that, oh, it's normal, it's okay. But when you click, it has added something. I don't know how many of you have forgotten that experience. So that is some kind of purpose. Where did I download this thing? Where is this thing coming from? That is exactly what an malware is all about. So now malware, we have different types of them. Just be Trojan, viruses, and what I've explained that already. Then ransomware. Hackers, they use that a lot. They block your system, there's nothing you can do. Just like waking up this morning, I tried to log on into the router and I'm seeing a message. You have experienced it. Yeah. You have, before I click, I can't log in. Click, I can't log in. Before you know, I see a message popping up. You have to pay so amount of money before you can gain access to it. Do you know what that means? I'm already feeling, because there's nothing I can do at that particular point in time than to pay. Because already they have all my login credentials. They have that already. I'm sure I'm informed already. There's nothing I can do. I can't jailbreak into the router because no matter what I do, they have everything, all the security in their hands. So now, hacking. Now, hacking is in simple terms means an illegal intrusion into the computer system or network. That is in simple terms. That's what hacking is all about. Gaining access, unauthorized access into a system. Like personally, what I do, that's what I do dynamically. In case I leave my system, because I always lock my system the moment I move, but you cannot be too careful. That's just number one thing. So what I do, I have synced my personal phone with my system so that in case I'm being called upon, maybe I rushed out already without being able to lock my system. The moment my phone my system have that feeling that, oh, it's not close to my phone, it locks it automatically. The moment I move with my phone, my system locks automatically without me locking it manually. That's what I have done. So that in case something I'm being called upon, I rushed out, my system locked because my phone is no longer there. So now, National Security Agency, NSA, is an American consortium. They are saddled with the responsibility of doing what? Of providing cybersecurity to all the devices in US. That's what they do, that's their responsibility. When I talk about devices, I'm talking about computer systems, anything that can store information, their network and everything, even their armory, everything that goes in where their network, everything, even their armory and everything is all network. So these are the guys that are saddled with that responsibility. So now they came up with a particular device, a cable, OMG cable. This cable is used for pen testers, cybersecurity experts to use to check for vulnerability in the systems. But you know what that cable does is that the cable checks for vulnerability. If I use that cable here and I plug it on any system, I'll be able to scan every information that is on your system. Whatever you have done on that system, I'll have access to it. So that cable was not produced for malicious activities. But you know, in Nigeria, we always find a loophole in trying to like make something that is being produced for legitimate use, to use it in the negative light. And some guys, very, very serious, let's take this very, very serious. If not all, some phone repairers in Nigeria have purchased this cable. As at the last time I checked, I was like to say about $200. So they have purchased this cable and they are now using it for malicious activities. What do they do? What they do is that anytime maybe you take your phone to a phone repair, and after fixing your phone, I say if not all, majority of them, they uses that cable, that OMG cable on your phone. So the moment they uses that, oh please, I want to, your phone is down, let me power it. You know now you love that, you don't know what's going on. You just plug it, and inside that phone, that cable, it has a chip. It's a mini computer. It has everything it retrieves information, it stores it and outputs it. So it will take all your information, your credit card information, your PIN, your OTP, everything. Yes, it stores everything, all the activity, all your financial activities on that phone, it takes it. So we need to be very, but that wasn't the case. That, as you can see, this is it. So I want you to put that's what is currently trending right now. So when once maybe a phone repair vendor or maybe somebody, your phone is down, let me use it. I have a cable, let me just help you to plug. Look at that cable very well properly. And look at if it has an OMG LI cable. Sorry, I don't want to use your cable. Thank you for the assistance. I don't need it. It's very, very important because tomorrow you start seeing some kind of credit alert that you have not even done any business, you have not even done anything, or you have not even purchased anything. You see that you are getting debit that you don't even have, you are not aware of. So these are the cable look like. This is the inside of that cable. You see that chip? That is a memory chip. You see all the chips, everything there. That is what it is used to retain information. So now you can see everything that I've listed there, even including your business. So now phishing. Phishing is simply a fraudulent attempt to yes, this and this is the same thing. Yes, so this is this when it has been dismantled. Yes, exactly. So this is how it looks.
The last one.
Yes, this is how it looks like. So this this is the reverse side. Yes. So these are how it looks. Sorry?
You are going to inform of Android and iPhone, any type of key, no type C.
I didn't get it.
I didn't get it.
It comes in different types.
Yes, of course.
Can be a normal charger.
Of course, now definitely we know we have Android, we have iPhone, and the like. So they are not producing just for iPhone, they are not producing just for Android. So they produce everything. So phishing is simply a fraudulent attempt usually made through email to steal your personal information. That is what phishing does. We have experienced that was last week. I don't know how many of us got to phishing. How many of us received a mail? Don't you access our official emails? It's very, very important to always access our official email. I check my official emails on a daily basis. It's very, very important. So maybe the manager want to punish us and decide to hide something in that official email. So majority of us will fall victim of that. So it's very important to use your official email. How many of us got that email? You got that email, right? What did you do? So what did you do to it? Can you tell me what you did?
I was asked to click, but I didn't click.
You didn't click. Very good. She didn't click. That is very good one. So now, so this email, and I would have logged in into my official email, but I think there was a so this was that's the email up there that I was able to uncover. So that email, they coded it. What they did was like, you have seen it already. You saw help desk Zealous, right? That's the title. But inside it, this is what this is the email. So they coded everything. You see that help desk Zealous. You just be wondering, do you have help desk Zealous? That is why you need to be conversant with all the happenings in your company. To know that, oh, I don't know how many people might have clicked, oh, see help there, oh, Zealous, you just click back and go in. You understand? And when you hover over, what I mean by hovering over is that when you move your cursor to it and you just, not like clicking, you just hover over it, you discover that there is a different email hidden inside, and this is the email that I uncovered. So now, I was able to use my little expertise to go deeper and deeper, because that is to the glory of God. I've gotten some little certifications on cybersecurity, cyber laws, massacre cyber, and three of them. So I was able to dig deeper into it, and I was able to come up with this information. I discovered that this is a company they use to launch that phishing attack. And I came to realize that when I checked, there are things we need to take note of. That is why it's always good when we are coming up with email, we should have a particular format of email. Intan.opa@zealousgroup.com. anybody's name, this is the dot, so and so. Your first name dot your last name as login. That format will help us to uncover a lot of things. But sometimes I've seen some emails like komalafe@gmail.com, at zilogin.com. I don't know. That format is somehow, because anybody can just come up with that kind of email, and we know that okay, that email format, we use that email format, and you can fall prey to that. So when we use our first name and our last name, it's professional. That format, it helps. But the format, look at the format they use, sales-dpt@hairspray.co.jp. You see the format they use, hyphen. We don't use hyphen, we use dots. But just like I said, I've seen others, they just one full name and it's not the best practice. We use this dot. My email is nkam.opa@gmail.com. That is the format, and that's how it's supposed to be. So I went further to that. I discovered that okay, look at this company. That they felt like they are actually coming from this company, but they are not coming from that company. You can see their mail format. Have you seen osamu.hostmail@this? But look at what they use, sales hyphen, to tell you that they are not actually coming from this company. These are threat actors. So I believe we have learned something from here. So safety tips. This is the last part of it. So these are how we can be able to do what? To guard ourselves against cyber threats in order not to fall prey. Uninstall unrecognized software. Some of us will just get softwares without checking them. That is why you need to, like, your antivirus needs to work actively, so that there are some softwares your antivirus will help you to quarantine them. Periodical patches, that's updates. Talk about patches, I'm talking about updates. Always update your system. A lot of people do come with their system and maybe you're not working. The first thing I look at is your update. I don't play with update. The moment my system prompts me for an update, I abandon every other thing I'm doing to make sure that I do that update. Because what the update, it helps you a lot. Because one, a lot of us are victims of this. We are update and let that update be there. It helps you. There are a lot of features that this mission, or if not all, we are using Windows operating system. They release a lot of features even now and then in terms of security, because as threat actors, hackers they are evolving every day. They are using a lot of strategies. They are changing a lot just to penetrate. So, and as such, Windows, those that are into operating systems, they also try to do to come up with different kind of features that will help to secure their operating system. So that is why when once a system comes to for an update your system. Never allow strangers to insert USB into your device. A lot of us, somebody will just come to an emulator. Where did you know him from? Everybody is a emulator. You don't even know him from anywhere. Can I use your system? You just plug their system, plug their device, you release your system to them. They have access, enter everywhere. Before you know that, you know this person you don't know. A lot of people disguise themselves. If you see threat actors, you see they don't dress shabby. No, you see them look neat and sweet that you can't even suspect anything. They'll just come in, present themselves in such a way that you don't even say no to them. But you have to be very, very careful. To relax, ask him one or two questions. Where are you coming from? Who are you? I ask that a lot. The moment you come out, I say, sorry sir, please, where are you coming from? Who are you? You need to explain to me before I can be able to know, okay, this is what you need, and I give you level. Maybe if you need to connect, maybe sometimes I remember at some point when somebody gave an Mr. Raji was it's a client needed to buy. I said, okay, sir, no problem. I gave you some kind of area that you need to connect. The moment I know that even if you come back here, you can't be able to gain access to it. Beware of social engineering. Social engineering is a simple thing, just like I said, that you come in here, I'll look at you, okay, Madam Grace. Good morning, how are you doing? How do you connect to your office network? How do you connect? Yes, I'm asking you please. How do you connect to your office network? When you come to work, you set your table, when you connect, how do you use your internet?
When I go on my phone, I go to my Wi-Fi.
Okay.
I click on it.
Okay.
And I go to either Xenos IT or ICT operations. I click on it. I put in my username and my password.
That's nice. So what's your username like?
Grace Olumaje.
Grace Olumaje. Oh wow. Grace Olumaje. join together or a space join together. Okay, that's nice. Okay, now like your if you have issues with your password, like how your password, maybe you wrongly type your password, how do you correct it? Like maybe you type Grace Oluma, maybe Grace the G is capital letter, right? So the rest small letters, right?
I don't want to tell you.
Yeah.
So I'll be able to get some information to an extent. Maybe if I happen to be like, or of course I've said it already, she has given me her username and she already told me we have Zealous ICT, we have Zealous Operation already. I've already known 2 networks running in the company. I've already known her username, very important. I'm going into her password, I already know, the first letter is capital G already. So I'll keep on doing using brute force. I'll use brute force on her. Okay, Grace Oluma, I'll try Grace Oluma. Okay, I'll try Grace 1, 2, 3. I'll keep on trying. Okay, after your children, how many kids do you have? How do you love and whatnot? I'll keep on trying using that brute force until I gain access. Trust me, if I keep trying, before I get to maybe the number 10th attempt, and I'll get breakthrough, and I'll be able to log in as Grace, and nobody will know. So this is what I do every day. Each time I sit down, I keep on looking at how many devices is this staff connected to, how many I know how many have how many devices are using. I kept on seeing number of devices connected. What is going on? How many devices, your phone, your laptop, and I'm seeing about 4 connectivity. What is going on? Who have you given your connectivity? What I do immediately, I'll blank everything out. So that for us to be on the same thing, maybe you don't know, you might have given your access out, and somebody is impersonating you, using you to gain access into our device. So lock your system always. It's very, very important. Some of us will just quickly rush out without locking your system. If you open your system and somebody, maybe, thank God we are in a company that we love ourselves so well. If you are in a, nobody knows you can't be here forever. You might be in a system, in a company, in a firm, in an organization that there's a lot of, you understand, loggerheads, everybody's watching out, everybody's been chanting each other. They are trying to outshine us. Who are you? And everybody, they are looking for loophole. The moment you open your system, somebody goes in there, have access to your information and everything, use it against you and attack you. So set up 2-factor authentication on all your social media
I'm
accounts.
sorry to, can you tell us how to lock our system without shutting down? Let's just add to it.
Windows lock, Windows and shortcut. Press
Windows and
L. Just press Windows, yes. Just Windows hold. Press it. And lock your system. Windows L.
Plus delete now.
No, just your window icon, then L.
Yes, just press your
Window, hold it down, then you
Hold it
L.
down and press
Seven times. Window L.
Lock.
Right. So if you are talking about the other control, and maybe your system just has deleted and you are clicking on the tabs and nothing is going on. So you just control or delete. So to give you options for you to do it. So now set up 2-factor authentication on all your social media handles. Like personally, a lot of my contacts are on my social. I synchronize all my social media handles so that if I'm having issues connecting, I can always have access to this other one to bring down my contacts, because my contacts are on the cloud. So if anybody is able to hack into any of my social media handles, will have access to my contacts. So it's very, very important for you to have all these 2-factor authentication on all your social media handles. Yes, cybersecurity awareness training. I think paid. Currently, you cannot just say, okay, I want to enroll in a cybersecurity program without payment. No, you have to pay, or you can get anybody around to train you on how to know all the nitty-gritties on cybersecurity and everything. You pay, because believe me, money will interest that person to do more and even show you a lot. Now, the last part, don't send strangers to the server room toilet. Front desk. Don't send strangers to our server room toilet. It's not done anywhere. It's not supposed to be accessed. Yes. That's And they keep sending people there, they keep knowing fully well that that's where our server is. It's dangerous, very, very. There's a level I can secure our data end to end. There's a level I can go. When an attack is being carried out, there's nothing I can do. When they hack us, they have hacked us. And before we can be able to recover from everything, it will take a while, even though we will recover, but it will take a while, the damage has been done. So don't just somebody, I want to, let them relax. When that toilet is free, the person can go there and use it, not sending them there. That is where we have what controls everything here. So the moment somebody can go there, look at that, he's an elderly man or is there. So do you know his level of IT? And just go there and do one or two things. Already that when you enter, the place is always locked. Keep knock, nobody until it's done with what is doing. Look at the chip we have here. Can plug and do so many things. And we are down.
But that place not locked now. Where the server is, it's not locked now.
It's not locked.
I suggest that it should be locked now.
I think we have discussed that. No, we want it locked. We have discussed that already. So, I don't know, we have told the department of almost a month. Keep reminding me.
There's some things that I was saying that
Keep reminding me.
So, is it not to get a key and is it not?
Yes, sir. Yes.
That should not be, that should not take us a moment.
So, with all these tips and all that I have been saying, I believe we have been able to get everyone things to take into the new year. Thank you.